Hi, welcome. I'm Haru. How you doing? I just posted a video and I was guided to make it, quick, cut through, strong, short, So I did. But I also feel guided to explain a little bit, okay? That was a guided message that I got that I was like, get it out now. Now. Someone needs to hear it. Someone needs to stop. Okay? In case you haven't seen it and you don't want to, or you don't want to ever. Basically, it's just me saying like, stop. Stop. You need to rest. You need to rejuvenate. You need to stop. You are reaching your own limits as a human being. Stop. Okay? And here I come to give you a little bit of context, I was there. I was there, and I think I might put some pictures here of how I looked, because I think that's pretty self-explanatory when I was there in that no stop, do. And it looked various different ways for me. For example, before quarantine, it was like going to high school and doing this after, right? So I would go to high school, from the beginning of the day to lunch, and then in the evenings I would have the energy. In the evenings I would have a choir, and I would have many other things. And since I was like in second grade, I think it's second grade for you as well. I was like up and down the whole day. I never got a rest. And then when I was at my house, Mercury retrograde is really messing with me. When I was at my house, consider. I would just be, mopping the floors and doing this, and I would never give time to myself because it would make me feel like I'm doing something, bro. Like, you can't rest, you have things to do. If you have free time, why don't you just do things, right? When the quarantine came, I got some more time for myself, such as, doing nothing, absolutely nothing. But after the quarantine, I was like, and I really needed that rest, in the quarantine. The quarantine was amazing for me. I really needed that rest. But afterwards, we started again on, you should, continue high school. You should do this, you should do that. And obviously this is not for everyone, right? I was having such a hard time doing high school because I'm too intelligent. And I realized that the way that they do it in high school is beachy. It doesn't work. If you learn something, the definition of learning is you knowing it, and if you know it, you can't unknow it. The fact that you do 1 year of high school, a whole year studying something that in the next year you're not gonna even remember what it was, that means you didn't learn it, right? And just in general, social anxiety, all that stuff. And I didn't just 3 on the timer. I didn't just have all that social anxiety from from high school, from social settings, from everything. My family was a mess. My life was chaotic. It was a mess. Okay. And after the quarantine, which was basically spirit be like, no, that's it. Because I was like, I need to drop school, and I said it, and they were like, no, you're not gonna drop school. You're not gonna do that. 04 on the timer. You're not gonna drop school. And I was like, I have to. I'm going to die if I don't drop school. And I dropped high school. Okay, on the quarantine, and then coming, more to this near future, it happened again, right? I went out of quarantine, stopped resting and this and the other, and I started again. Like, okay, now I'm gonna go to high school. Now I'm gonna do this. Now I'm gonna do that. It's like spirit was like, no, you don't get it. You need to stop. Okay, so in many different ways, I was, for example, from friend to my house, to my friend's house, to another friend's house, to another friend's house, 444. I was all the time out, either with friends, or I would try to do something more productive with my life, and I would kill myself in some exercise, and then I would hate it the next day, and I would stop. And I was always trying to get something to do, and Spirit said, stop. You need to stop. Okay, I 0505 the timer. As of right now, I still have a little, my back cannot take that much. It cannot take that much. I'm like, girl, we've been standing for like 2 minutes. I feel like I'm gonna faint. I feel like I'm gonna faint. I can't do this. And it's true. It is true. And I was just talking to a friend, which was the, trigger for the message. That, she, it's very normal nowadays to just do the best, do the most, right? It's like, no, stop. Stop. Okay, and I'm proof of this. I mostly, if you still live with your parents, or like, you can safely stop, do so. Don't even think about it. 555 on a timer. Don't even think about it, okay? Because you need to heal. You need to rest. You need to stop, and you need to see yourself, and you need to be like, what the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I doing in my life? Why am I doing this? Am I doing this because I want to do it? Am I feeling pressured to do this? Am I proud of myself for the things that I'm doing? What am I doing? 616 on the timer, is that? But yeah, you need to stop, and you need to be like, first, learn to be alone and enjoy your presence. Like, I love myself. God damn. Okay, it's not a, you don't have like a timer on this. Like, oh my god, my nose. You don't have like rules, like steps to this, right? This is regardless of what you need, and you'll know what you need. You always know what you need. When you're hungry, you need to eat. That's exactly what it is, okay? Oh my god. Sorry. Not actually, this is normal. Oh my god. Okay? So listen to yourself. What do you need? If you're exhausted, if you're tired, what you need is rest. 0707, and you need it. It's not you being picky. It's not you being this or being that. If you need that, you need that. Your body talks to you. And when it talks to you, it doesn't talk to you like, hey, I kind of think we should have longer nails. No, your body talks to you like, hey, this hurts, you should stop. Oh, hey, we've been foodless for like long enough, you should eat. Your body talks to you when it's like, hey, warning, call to attention, warning, do something. Do something. You should do something. That's when your body talks to you. So if your body is talking to you, if you're having like reflux, or your back is hurting, or your brain is exploding, or your eyes are getting tired, or you have headaches, or your feet are just like this or that, whatever, listen to it. Pain in the body is just your body communicating to you what it needs, what is happening. 0808 on the timer. Okay? Just like when you just don't feel like doing something, that has a reason as well. Even if it's not your body talking to you. But for example, if you're like, I really don't feel like going that place. And like, I don't get it. I don't have any reason not to feel like that, but I just don't feel like going. I feel like I shouldn't go. Don't go. Don't go. That's your intuition being like, hey, stop. Hey, don't. Hey, cop. And the reason why I'm saying this is I understand that also with the message of stop, do nothing, rest. Force yourself to rest. It's like, but what, right? And like, I get it. But let me tell you something. That's me. Before I stop, just doing the most. 0909. And this is me. Here on the other side, you have a little pretty pictures of me, But yeah, it helped. I was scared at first. I was like, what am I gonna do? What if I get stuck? You won't. Trust me, you won't. It's like if you're swimming, right? And you're like, I'm not moving, and you're forcing it. You're swimming against the current, right? You're trying to swim against the current, but when you stop, the current stops taking you exactly towards where you are meant to go. Ease your mind. Ease your body. Give all your burdens to spirit. I used to have such a problem with that because I was like, I don't want to treat spirit like an assistant, you know? Like, I don't want to be like, oh, Spirit did this for me, did this. 1001 on the timer. But yeah, I was like, I don't want to treat Spirit like an assistant. But then Spirit said, like, that's what we're here for, to assist you. But thank you, Spirit. Oof. The energy. But yeah, Spirit's like, that's what we're here for. We are here to assist you. Leave your burdens to Spirit. Leave them to God. Say, Jesus, take the wheel. Take it from my hands. Okay? And I always say, trust your intuition, trust yourself, trust what you think, trust what you know. Because it's very easy for me to say this. And, you know, I always, you know, listen to this responsibly. Be discerning with what you hear and what you know. But as well as like, oh, I have a little hard on my curls. I can't. I have a little hard on my curls. Do you see that? Okay, so yeah. Be discerning, obviously. All of us need different things, but trust yourself always. 111 on the timer. Trust it. Oh, thank you. That was a message for me. Trust yourself always. Always. Okay? If you feel like you should rest, don't push yourself to do the opposite. Okay? I had to learn that following your intuition is not an option. It's not an option. 1133 on the timer is not an option. Okay? I always say the mind is logical, and you know, the intuition is logical as well. It's just the mind has a 1144 spirit. It's just the mind has like a smaller view, the one that we see with our eyes. Okay, but the soul has the bigger picture. That's why 1155. You should always listen to your intuition because you need it. Because there are things that you don't know, and your intuition sees it all. Always trust your intuition. Always, always. Okay? And 1212 on the timer. Let me tell you something. If you feel like you need to rest, rest. 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 1221, 1222. Rest, okay? Always never trust me than you trust yourself. Never trust me more than you trust yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer. Okay? Trust yourself first with everything. Every channel, every tarot reading, every anything, okay? It's just there to confirm what you know and perhaps give you an insight, like, oh, and also this, right? And if that insight is for you, you will see it again. Okay? Never do something because someone else told you. Never give away your power. What's giving away my power, for example, is a reader says, if you don't comment and subscribe and this and that and the other, this is not going to happen to you. You're going to have 1313 on the timer. 7 years of bad luck. Karma is real. Okay? No. Don't feel pressured into anything. Don't feel like only that person can solve your life. Don't feel like only if you do this it will happen. Don't feel like 1331. Do not give away your power. You can do it all. It's all within you. It's all within you. The same cosmic knowledge that I'm giving to you, you have it within yourself. Okay? So never, ever, ever let anyone tell you, I'm the only one that can do this. They are not. They're trying to get you. Like, come here, come. I need it. They need you. But you don't need them. Okay? So be discerning with that. And I think I'll leave it here. Okay? If you feel guided to do something, do it. Always trust yourself, trust your intuition, trust your guides, trust God. And if you're not sure, you can always ask for synchronicities. And 14 on the timer, my God. I always ask your guides to make it known to you. For example, I think I always do with my guides is like, Spirit, if I need a confirmation for something, show me a curly redhead. And they do. They do. I've seen a lot of curly redheads lately. Lately. Well, you know. So, yeah. Do not take inspired action, okay? Be intentional with what you do. Take inspired action. Don't take actions out of fear. Every time you catch yourself taking, a decision, making a decision, taking a leap, doing something out of I'm scared, don't do it. And tip, if you can, 50-50, before you make any decisions, mostly the ones that are like big, they're like, okay, but before you make any decision, the energy spirit, thank you. Take a nap, rest, sleep, and when you wake up, you'll have a clearer mind, okay? Sleep and taking a nap is always a cluttering, so use that to your advantage, okay? And before you do anything crazy or just anything in general, stop yourself and say, why am I doing this? Truly, be honest and truthful with yourself and say, why am I doing this? Okay? So yeah, that's it, guys. I love you. Bye-bye.